Hi and welcome back to finally another video. It's been a while. I didn't have a lot of free time recently, so it took a bit before I got another video out, but I have some good things lined up. This time we are tackling this Tamiya 124 scale Nissan Skyline R34 GTR. After this walkthrough of the box contents, we start with the underside of the car. A lot of these parts are painted in a combination of matte and satin black and some metals here and there. We first assemble all these sub-assemblies and then prime them black. For the matte black parts we leave the primer as is, but for the semi-gloss parts we apply a mix of a matte and a gloss clear coat. Most of the metals come from AK Extreme Metals Aluminium, which is still my favorite metal paint out there. The inside of the brake disc is hand painted in black and the claws are painted in red. The underside of the car receives a coat of grey primer, since we will be doing a yellowy, orange and red paint job, which will be hard to cover over a black primer. For all the blacked off sections of the wheel wells, we use a bigger flat brush and some acrylic paints to paint it in, and we use the long flat edge to paint the tight edge. After the last few things are hand painted, we use super glue to glue most things together. The steering mechanism isn't glued in, so it remains usable, but I made the mistake of installing the suspension in the wrong angle, so it makes the wheel stand out weird, but once the suspension is corrected, everything fits together perfectly. We move on to the interior, starting with the seats. These holes for the seat belts need to be an actual hole instead of this plastic filling, so we use a drill to make some access points and then remove the rest with a knife. For the interior, it also exists mostly out of satin and matte black paint, so we'll do the same with the primer and the different clear coats. Some silver accents are added to the center console, and after that we proceed to mask off the parts of the interior that need to be red. We then spray the red on in a few light coats and get a proper coverage on the black base. We glue everything of the interior together with more super glue and it's looking pretty good. I decided to make the glass effect for the dash a center screen using UV resin. Now be careful to not apply too much in one go since it's tricky to remove, so build it up in a few layers if you need to. For the body itself, we start by sanding smooth some mold lines. They are mostly common on the round panels near the front and rear lights. We use 600 grit for that and then move to higher grits to eventually smooth the entire body of the car to ensure a smooth paint job. Once that is all done, we clear the surface with a paper towel and some IPA and then moved on to the priming stage. Since we will be using a red and yellow colors, I start with a light prime color like grey. I could have used pink, but I just didn't feel like it, or I don't know why, I might have forgotten about it. Once that's on nice and smooth with my new airbrush, the Mr.hobby Procon Boy PS290, which is a 0.5mm gun trigger type airbrush, we move on to using it for the application of the yellow body color. After getting good coverage with a few coats, we start masking for the red segments. It will be a stripe on the rear panels with an entire rear backside in red. An ugly spot on the back had to be corrected, so I sanded down to bare plastic, applied some new primer and laid down another coat of red. After the wing is also painted red, we apply a good smooth wet coat of Mr.color GX Super Clear 3 gloss. I didn't dare use a 2K clear gloss with my new airbrush yet, so this one will have to do, but it does look really good. Move on to using the included masking tape for the windows. The window trims are masked and painted black. For moving on to the last few sub-assemblies like the rear lights. For those I use some Tamiya clear paints and put a few drops in them. Once this is dry, it will look perfect. For these rear reflectors, I opted to simply dip them in some Tamiya clear paints, since this is a good way of painting clear parts in a specific color and it gives a really good result and it's a nice little hack. After removing the tape of the window trims, we cut this included mesh to shape according to the template in the manual and secure it with super glue to make the grille. After that, the rest of the parts are glued in and we are done. Now, I hope you liked this video. I'm sorry it took a while for another video that came out. I was just really busy with stuff on live going on. But I'm here now. I've got some nice projects lined up and I'm all ready to go again. I hope you like the car. I think it looks really good. It might have looked better with a 2K clear gloss, but I just didn't dare use it yet. But all in all, I'm really happy with the result and I hope you are as well. Let me know down below and I'll see you guys next time.